Thanks a lot, Sharmila and Deepika. Sir, I request you. Sheetal, Bhagya, Shruti, Anu. Okay, when we are waiting for most of our other fellows to come, we have just combined a small video of all the memories we had with all our fellows and all of us together. So hope you all enjoy this. The list of all our fellows and senior residents. I think once everyone comes, I'll acknowledge everyone of It was very nice, Madhvi. Nice memories there. So many more are there, but they will not be included. But I'm trying to put everyone whoever was there. I will play it once everyone comes. Shubha, you can minimize this. Play the other videos.
Next to that, Adin also. First picture.
So I hope you all remember Dr. Akhila. Those who were the technicians and all will remember. So she has sent a small message.
One of the former senior residents in the Ancestral Department of Indira.
This is Dr. Smita.
Smita
is a technician will remember.
It was the start of my career, a second place that I worked in since my post graduation, and I was just out of maternity leave. And believe me, it was one of the most warm and welcoming environments that I could have asked for. Under the able, firm, and focused but nurturing leadership of Dr. Chandrika, well supported by the most enthusiastic and multi-talented Dr. Marjorie, and the most wonderful Anu as companion. Those 6 months have been the most memorable for me. We conducted an international pediatric laparoscopy workshop, and it amazed me that an autonomous institute could do work at that scale now I'm having continued at St. John's, followed by Narayana in Islands, and then currently at Royal Master in London. Those guiding steps in pediatric anesthesia have carved a niche in my heart, which I will carry with me forever. I'm sure you will agree with me that the confidence in pediatric anesthesia that this department gives you will help innumerable kids around the world who undergo anesthetics for any reason. And through helping us, we are helping children around the world. Kudos to the team. Keep up the good work.
She was with us in 2008. I think Anu was a fellow, and she came from Sanjay Gandhi and did 6 months with us. So she's now in the US practicing there.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Zahir. I did my pediatric anesthesia fellowship from IGICH in October 2021 back. I came to IGICH after a long gap after JD and had to deal with a lot of issues, and I am thankful to the faculty for making my stay present and fruitful. Doing all the classes, doing all the cases, and going to the canteen, made me feel young again. With so many guidance that it's good thinking. This has given me a lot of confidence in doing pediatric cases and doing cases independently. I am most grateful to the caring attitude of Dr. Mayasi Madam, Dr. C.K. Madam, Dr. Madhi Madam, Dr. Anuradha Madam, Dr. Sheetal Madam, and Dr. Bhagya Madam, and Dr. Shruti. And I hope that this institute flourishes, this department flourishes, and this event becomes a great success, and it has a new chapter in pediatric medicine. Thank you.
I now invite Dr. Chandrika for making us travel again through the years which she has led as the captain of the ship. Ma'am.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. Warm welcome to you all. So it's so nice to see all of you back again in the institute. So it's 22 long years of association of me with the institute and the department. So there are lots of sweet memories to cherish. So if I go on telling each and everything, I think it becomes a story and it will be a never-ending story. So I'll just tell you people how the department has evolved. So you people have seen in the video Dr. Karim Abraham. So he is the first anesthetist who started the department here. So Department of Anesthesia and Department of Surgery started in 1997. So it was started by Dr. Karim Abraham. He is one of the senior most pediatric anesthesiologists. So he along with Dr. Srimurthy. So he is the senior most pediatric surgeon. So those two are good friends of our founder director of the institute, Dr. D. Kappa. So being so senior, they came here honorarily and they used to come and do all small cases, minor cases, even for IITs. They used to come together, do the case and go back. So that's how they have built up the department. So because the foundation was strong, I think it was easy for us to where our roots deep and spread our wings. So we have to be always grateful to Cherian sir. I request all of you to give a big round of applause to him. Because those days, they didn't had any fancy monitoring equipment like what we have. Okay, they had only ECG and they started OT in ground floor OPD complex. Okay, so only one small OT was there, and now it has become plaster room of orthopedic department. So there they started doing. So all minor cases they used to do, and neonates and other cases they used to take to Bangalore hospital. They used to do free of cost and get the patients back here. So that's how the department has developed. So along with him, Dr. C.R. Chandrasekhar, you have seen his photo also here. So he was there as a junior colleague with Cherian sir. Then I joined in 1999. So when I joined, we had three OTs, so which are there in the first floor now. So those three modular OTs were the original OTs where we used to operate it. So those OTs were inaugurated in 1998. So I joined in 1999. Then a year later, Chandrakala joined, and in 2002, PMC sir joined because Cherian sir wanted to take a retirement. So he introduced PMC sir to our department, and all of you know about sir. Initially, we didn't had any fancy equipment also. We used to do all the cases with voice machine. And I remember we had a Goldman vaporizer also. So we used to do all minor cases with that machine. And for other machines, we had Tech 5 vaporizers and we used to use Halogen. And initial days, we were not confident of doing cases with congenital heart disease. So whenever there used to be a case, we used to call sir. I used to ring up sir, tomorrow there's a case like this. Sir promptly used to come. And today also, I think PMC name, sir's name is synonymous with sincerity. Okay, honesty and punctuality. Today also sir came at 10 o'clock sharp and no one else was there. So like that, if we had any difficulty case, we used to call sir in the initial days, and he has guided us and he has given us confidence to manage all cases with congenital heart disease. So because of sir, we got the confidence. Otherwise, we used to think how to manage these cases. And year by year, convincing the management, we got all other equipment. And now you all know that ours is one of the best, well-equipped department. When I think I can say across the country itself, because such a good setup of pediatric anesthesia we have in our institute. When initially it was a very small family. So myself, Chandrakala and Chandru in anesthesia department. Then Dr. Ramesh and Dr. Chandrika Rao. She was the pediatric surgeon. Now she's not there. Yesterday she couldn't come. So those two are the pediatric surgeons. And we had Elsie, Shobha sister, and Uma sister as the staff nurses. And we had Murthy and Venkatesh as OT assistant. Now we have all the technicians, but those days Murthy and Venkatesh were the technicians for us. So I should say they were the pillars of the OT because they used to do all the work. They used to help the surgeons, they used to help the sisters, they used to help the anesthetists loading the drug, giving the endotracheal tube, giving position for regional, everything they used to do. Along with that, autoclaving also they only used to do.
CM also they used to do.
Yeah, everything there. So all in one, Murthy and Venkatesh. So that Venkatesh is a plumber now. Actually, basically he's a plumber, but he was made to work in OT and he used to stay in one of the quarters here. So whenever there used to be night calls, Venkatesh used to come. And if there is any call, Ramesh used to bring Chandrakala from home, and Narendra used to bring me from home because we stay in the same area. So we used to come, do the case, go back, and again next day morning we used to come as usual to do the elective list. So it was fun working those days because it was a small family. We were very close to each other. We used to have lunch together, so we used to share our lunch. And if there's any program program in anybody's house we used to go. So like that, once seven we started the fellowship. So Dr. Ramesh had gone for some inspection. So he came back and he said that I had gone for some inspection for starting the fellowship. So you don't have postgraduate. So why don't you start the fellowship? So that's how we started. So PM sir, as usual, is there to guide for everything. So sir helped me in formulating the curriculum. So we started fellowship in 2007, and I'm very proud to say that ours was the first department to start fellowship in Indira Gandhi. All other departments they started later. And Dr. Uma, I think she's yet to come. She is the first fellow of our department, and at present she is working as professor of anesthesia in Davangere Medical College. And later, I think so many people we have trained, and all of you have excelled in your career, and so many of them are settled abroad in US, UK, everywhere. Then coming to the department as such, the contribution of PMC sir to the department is phenomenal because you know he's such a good teacher, he's such a good academician. So he used to come for all the seminars from first fellowship student to till now. I think even now also sir is coming. So he is every day enriching our knowledge. Thank you sir for that. So that's why Ponty we call sir as walking encyclopedia because you ask anything, sir will be knowing. Anything recent, latest, sir will be knowing. I don't know whether we will be capable of doing that and capable of updating ourselves so well like sir. So we have to be grateful to sir. Then the others joined the department. So Dr. Madhvi joined the department in 2007. So during that time, Chandrakala had gone to do her higher studies. So Madhvi, for few days only Uma and myself were there. Then department. And later, because there was no one, Chandru had left, and she had gone for doing her MD. Then I met the director, then director Dr. Shivanand sir. So he said, okay, we'll take one more hand. That's how Madhvi came and she joined the department in 2007. And all of you know about the department people. So Dr. Madhvi and Dr. Chandrakala are professors now. Dr. Anu, Dr. Sheetal, Dr. Shruti and Dr. Bhagya are associate professors. And Dr. Trishi and Dr. Sharmila joined as assistant professors to our department. And I love my department because all are sincere, hardworking and dedicated people. And I hope with their sincerity and hardworking, they will take the department to a new height and they will start further courses like DM in pediatric anesthesia and FMB, that National Board has started following National Board in pediatric anesthesia from this year. So I hope that course also will come into this department. And we have started pain clinic. So Dr. Anuradha got trained in, she's got a fellowship in Sick Children Toronto. So we have started the pain rounds actually. We are ready to start the pain clinic. So I think in your future we are going to start a pain clinic also where we are going to address acute pain, chronic pain and palliative pain. So it's a teamwork. So I should not forget the other team members. So whenever we say teamwork, there will be many people. So I would like to acknowledge the OT staffs or the nursing staff, nursing officers, because their role is also very, very important. They are also dedicated and they do hard work. They do the scheduling of the elective list. They do the scheduling of the emergency cases and also cleaning and maintaining everything and maintaining strict asepsis. So till today we have not got any severe infection, post-operative infection. The rate is very low. So all those credit go to all nursing staffs. So along with them, I would like to thank our technician team. So without technician team, I don't think so we can give safe anesthesia. So their role in giving safe anesthesia and keeping our mind calm is very, very important. So I thank all of you for helping us. I should say they are on the right and left hand of anesthesia department because I know all the juniors depend on them so much. If no technician is there inside the OT, they will be restless and they'll be just wondering what to do. So their role is very, very important, and I thank all of you for helping us in doing this. So I think this is all what I wanted to share. So thank you all for patiently hearing.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Dr. Chandrakala to speak a few words. If Chandrika madam is the captain of the ship, we are all crew of the ship. Dr. PMC is the lighthouse who shows us the light, the direction. Huh? And it has been, like ma'am said, from so long, so consistently, and so such a beautiful way we have been guided. And for further information and knowledge about sir, I call Dr. Chandrakala.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you each and everyone for being here and joining us for our department Silver Jubilee. It is my pleasure and honor to have been given a chance to speak about our beloved Dr. P.M. Chandrasekhara, who is pioneer in the field of anesthesiology since 40 years. Dr. P.M. Chandrasekhara is a recipient of P.C. Roy Award, and he had distinguished career in anesthesiology spanning of 48 years since 1975. He is an alumnus of Bangalore University as well as Kanpur University. And he underwent cardiac anesthesia training from UK, that is a field, and then was posted to a newly inaugurated Sri Jayadeva Institute of Cardiology, Bangalore, where he established the Department of Cardiac Anesthesia from scratch and started conducting cardiac surgeries on the day basis. He retired in 1994 and started freelancing and was associated with the Tripura Institute of Medical Sciences, Bangalore Heart Hospital, Manya Hospital, Elamahasapa Hospital, Bangalore Hospital, and Rudrappa ENT Hospital, Sagar Hospital, Manya Hospital. Professor P.M. Chandrasekhara was faculty member of MS Ramaya Medical College and Vaidyanti Medical College. As an academic physician, he has made a significant contribution to the promoting knowledge and practice of anesthesiology during his tenure as the head of the department. We call him as walking encyclopedia. So these awards are P.C. Roy Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award from FIACCA, Lifetime Achievement Award from FICC, Best Teacher Award RGUHS, and he has done some work in re-engineering in anesthesia practice. There is an award by his name, Dr. P.M. Chandrasekhara Award for the Best Paper by Indian Association of Pediatric Anesthesia. He is a speaker of simplicity and selflessness service in this institution. He has guided us during all our difficult cases. As a lovable and most regarded teacher for a Saturday teaching program, he has rendered his selfless service in our institution. So, loved by every student, faculty, and staff, it is a pleasure to felicitate him on this memorable occasion.
I think everyone who wants to take a peek, please come and give it. You come on, Surabhama, come on. ನಮ್ಮ ದಾರಿಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಜೊತೆ. Come, come, come on. Guys, all let them speak their experience. Those ready? Dr. Akila is sharing her experiences with us. She is in the UK now. Dr. Akila was a fellow in
Assistant teachers and my dear friends, a warm hello from London. I am Akhila. I did my pediatric anesthesia fellowship in Indira Gandhi in 2019 and worked as an assistant professor in the year after. First of all, I want to thank YRC ma'am and the team for giving me the opportunity to work in the department. I learned a lot in pediatric anesthesia and also in life in general. When I moved to the UK in 2020, I was quite apprehensive. I had never lived anywhere but for South India in my life before, and I was more than a little intimidated at first. But in time, I realized that no matter where you go in the world, the basic principles of pediatric anesthesia are the same. And when your foundations have been laid so painstakingly by teachers like those at Indira Gandhi, then there is no need to feel intimidated, and that I could look after the little patients in my care with confidence. For this, I am very grateful. And they say that the gift of knowledge received from teachers cannot be returned, but must be passed on. And as a proud alumnus of Indira Gandhi, I hope to do the same. I wish I could have been there in person to attend the event, but I hope to see you all soon in the next year. And until then, kind regards and best wishes.
Surabhama, please come and share any interesting experiences of yours. Very, very good. Yes, can you want to speak? Anything which is
Others also be recorded.
before that you were in which year?
2010.
So Dr. Surangama was with us in 2010. She was the only fellow at that time. And we will never forget that she took calls all 365 days and very busy calls. All night they used to do bronchoscopies and everything. She used to do those cases. Morning she would come with elaichi chai, masala chai for all of us also, not just for herself, in a flask. and she really kept our department lively. She was very interested in feeding us more than everything else, apart from spending time with us. She used to bring lot of nice stuff for us to eat, and we had a great time with her. We could totally trust our children with Surangama, and thanks Surangama for that time. Thank you so much. So please tell us what you went through.
This is really impromptu, but I got to know about the fellowship in a conference in Davangere. And when I joined, I realized I was the only one. Initially, with the kids here being so sick and so ill, I was getting a little depressed. And what keeps me going till day is what Madam Boyersi Madam told me one day is take it as helping them. Then probably your suffering will be less. Until date, whenever I do a pediatric case, I'm just taking it as maybe I'm contributing in my small way in healing those kids. And this is just one small thing I can offhand say. Other than that, I just can't ever thank Madam, Sir, Madam, and CK Madam for the learning that I've achieved here. I don't think that kind of learning I've achieved ever before or ever after in my life or my career. It still keeps me going. I'm extremely thankful. I can very confidently say that Gayasi Madam has taught me how to handle children. That's all. Right from the time they come to us for a PAC till we send them back from the OT, I think she's been the most compassionate pediatric anesthesiologist I have heard. So, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Surangama. Next, I'll invite Dr. Soumya. So I think a year after Surangama, Dr. Soumya worked as a senior resident in 2012. In between, we had Anita, Rupali, and Preeti. None of them are here now. They worked as fellows. So she was a senior resident. Actually, she did more than a fellowship. She finished more than a year, I think, Dr. Soumya. And again, we had a great time with her. When she was here, Dr. Preeti was the fellow. Rupali, Ashwin and Bhargavi were also there. Yeah, I think Bhargavi also will join us soon. So I would like to ask Soumya to share some experience of her work here.
Thank you, ma'am. Currently, I'm working in Rajarajeshwari Medical College. Between 2012 and 13, I used to work here as senior resident. I had just completed my post-graduation from MS Ramaya. And to the eyes of newborn anesthesiologists that is me, madams look like Powerpuff Girls. I used to handle kids, beat a neonate, beat a preterm, beat a child with heart disease, syndromes. They used to handle it so much ease. And the learning I have got from here, I have never got from anywhere else. Whenever I handle a pediatric case, madams come to my mind, and I wonder how they would have handled the case. And they were so meticulous and well planned. And I'm very grateful to this institution. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We miss you a lot. Next, I invite Dr. Rachna. Rachna is like still part of our department. No, Rachna, though she just did her fellowship and left, she keeps in touch with us so nicely. Like every milestone in her personal life, professional life, she still shares with us, and we are so happy to, it's like she's not gone from our department, and that is something which we are very happy about. Again, one of the most sincere, but when I say most sincere, I think I don't mean that the others were not. Every single, we were so lucky, I think. Every single person who trained with us has been extremely sincere and dedicated. We have not had a single complaint, either from the surgeons or from ourselves, about anybody who has worked here. Either we are very fortunate, or our pediatric patients have been very fortunate, or they inspired, I think, all of you to work the way you have worked. So Rachna is one of them, definitely. So Rachna, please.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm grateful to have been a part of pediatric anesthesia team of Indira Gandhi. Our madams, more than teachers, they were like mothers to me. And Anu ma'am and Sheetal ma'am, Bhatta ma'am and Shruti ma'am were like elder sisters who were always very supportive. They have taken care so well. Apart from professional, I'm emotionally also attached to them. So whenever there were any problems in the OT, so YRC ma'am supported so much. Like one incident I can tell. Once there was some problem with the sisters, so I started crying. Then YRC ma'am came and told nobody should scold our fellows. Whatever they do, it is based on our instructions only. So that those words, it was very important for me that whole 1 year I was so confident that whatever we do, they are always there to support us. And CK ma'am also, she used to be so good. Even though she used to scold immediately next moment, she will show so much of love and she will tell, go eat and come happy and come. So I still miss those scoldings. And Madhvi ma'am, she is always super cool. Whatever happens, she will be super cool and we don't get tensed at all. Even if we are doing difficult cases, it will look very simple. And Anu ma'am, Sheetal ma'am, Bhagya ma'am and Shruti ma'am, they are always there to very supportive and they have always taught us so many things in pediatric anesthesia and also advices for personal life as well, which I have still carry forward. Uh, Thank you. Thank you so much.
Amrita. She was there before her. It's okay. So Amrita is a warrior in our eyes. Amrita, Rishi, and Swati because they were our COVID fellows. So a very all of you know what kind of a situation it was. We didn't know what we are exposed to. We didn't know to what extent we are protected. And in those days, we did, though patients were few, COVID patients as such, but so many of us only were infected. Colleagues were infected. They had to travel and come here and work here, and they were in the forefront of doing cases. They also got posted to Rajiv Gandhi, where COVID work only they had to carry out, so take care of COVID patients, knowing that they have COVID. So we are ever, and they all had families. She had children at home. In spite of that, I think they managed extremely well, and we will always remember that time. I don't know, maybe pediatric anesthesia wise, they didn't get that much exposure as we would have wanted them to get, but in spite of all that, they were excellent fellows. So,
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I am very thankful for the department for organizing this event. It's very nice to see all of us together again. Coming to my fellowship, we were only three of us as fellows, so it was
No
very
extras also.
yeah, no SRs also. So it was very frequent duties and hectic schedule it was. But it was a nice experience for us. We got more of exposure. And coming to the department, YRC ma'am was always caring. Any issues, any thing we needed help, madam used to do. And Madhvi ma'am, as usual, very chilled out, always happy, smiling. CK ma'am, I would personally tell, she used to get food for me whenever I was on duty. She used to prepare food and get for me. I still miss those. She cooks awesome. Yeah. And Sheetal ma'am is like chilled out. She's always so she comes and cracks one joke and the whole scene will change times. So and Anu ma'am is very caring, compassionate, very friendly. Bhagya ma'am, Shruti ma'am, Anu ma'am. I miss all of them. After passing out from here, actually now I'm practicing as a consultant anesthesiologist in Kaveri Hospital. Not many pediatric cases we are doing. I'm missing pediatric anesthesia after passing out from here. It's very nice. Once again, thank you everyone.
thank you, Amrita. Nandini. Again, Nandini came here as a fellow, and we are happy that she continued for some time at least as a AP also, and for 1 year. So again, a very sincere, dedicated as a fellow and as well as an AP. She even went through her pregnancy almost till the last day, I think. Not once did she make us feel that she needs any extra compensation or anything because she's pregnant. But not that we would want that from anybody, but she never like us. Even if we say you sit down for some time, she wanted to be like, no, I can do this. Huh? So that is something that I will always remember, Nandini. And please say a few words about your experience or anything interesting you share with friends.
Thank you so much. Very good morning to all of you, all to my senior managers and sir, and my colleagues and technicians, everyone. For me, Indira Gandhi is an emotion. I mean, I have worked here as a fellow for a year, and following which I took a short break and came back here to work as an assistant professor for a year and a half. And I've been in association with so many of you already present over here. And as ma'am rightly put, I think my most memorable occasion here would be me going and telling YRC ma'am that I'm pregnant on the day I was supposed to join as a fellow. My only concern was, will Madam even accept me? What do I do? And I remember requesting her saying, please ma'am, I want to continue and I guarantee you I'll not give you any trouble. And I think the whole department was very supportive, but to the extent that I feel my child has grown with Indira Gandhi, from the fetus stages onwards itself. I had a very amazing team that I was working with when I was in my fellowship. I had Dr. Rahul here, who's here with me, and Dr. Akita, she did convey the message over to the extent, and also Dr. D.K. I think she was expected to join. And I had a very, very nice bunch of SRs also who were working with me who were not present. And when I joined as AP, unfortunately COVID broke out then. And I had an opportunity to work with Dr. Amrita Swati and Dr. Trishi. And I think the YRC ma'am, Shantikala ma'am, and Marti ma'am, and the entire team took care of us so well during COVID times. We were the only department which followed the SOPs so carefully, and madam used to make sure that we would not breach the protocol. They were very, very tough times, and they were some of the best moments of work here. We had such wonderful memories, and I have to thank all the madams that we didn't end up getting at least getting infected very badly during those stages because they took care of us well. And sure, the surgeons also followed the rules. So, very, very pleasant memories. And I would really like to thank the technicians, Ravi, Krishan, Pavitra, Usha, and Nabil was also there, yes. So, without them, I think we were so dependent on them whenever we were doing duties, that we were doing it simply. Especially when I was pregnant as well. I think all of you have helped, the sisters have helped us so much, and Murthy and frankly, I think Vayasana has covered everything in her talk. It is, it was really a wonderful experience, and the confidence that it has given us working. Even today, I think whenever I'm handling a pediatric case, I can recollect CK ma'am's words, Chandrika ma'am's words, or Mati ma'am's words, and of course, Anu ma'am, Shruti ma'am, Bhagya ma'am, and Sheetal ma'am. So, wonderful experience with everybody here. Thank you.
Rahul. Mr. Rahul. So Dr. Rahul was one of the few male fellows who we have. But it's a nice thing for a change to have a male fellow also. Again, Rahul was with Nandini, and both of them have started doing good ways with it. You had left by them. Please say some words. Rahul.
I'm Rahul. I'm currently working as a consultant at Rainbow. My fond memories of Indira Gandhi are from because of my colleagues and my teachers. Because of my teachers, we have learned to handle pediatric cases. Ultimately, what matters is how calm we are in whatever stressful situation when we handle cases. Ma'am taught us that ಎಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗಲಿ, be calm. Things will go smoothly. One more lesson in life, ma'am taught, all bleeding eventually stops. I'm a very naughty person and I do a lot of mischief around. So ma'am have accounts of what mischief I have created. Never I'll be present in the OT and ma'am will be wondering, "He Rahul yello hodappa." Hego monitor ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ma'am Wi-Fi. So we used to have amazing fun and we had a very good set of OT technicians and anesthesia technicians posed in. Even I think presently also, but I don't see many familiar faces there. They used to tell, sir, you hogi coffee kudukondu note. They used to handle our cases so well. Our team actually should applaud their work definitely. Thank you for the wonderful memories and thank you for making us who we are today.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Dr. Deepthi. Deepthi also was a fellow with Rahul and Nandini. Again, a nice, lively company for all of us, and also an excellent fellow. Deepthi, please.
So I joined Indira Gandhi immediately after my MD. During post-graduation days, pediatric cases were nothing short of a terror for us to handle. So my biggest intention of joining fellowship in pediatric anesthesia at Indira Gandhi was to overcome that fear, and which I successfully did. The first 2 months that I worked as an SR here, pretty much gave me that confidence to do 1 year of fellowship in pediatric anesthesia in this department. And the 2 months that I joined as an SR here, I got to know the department very well. And I really liked the department, the way it was functioning. And professors were really good. YRC ma'am, CK ma'am, and Madhi ma'am, she was also my guide. And we undertook a study. We Christmas celebrations that we did that year. We distributed gifts to all the children. Those were just tiny few moments that brought so much happiness on these sick children's faces. Which even to this day, when I look at those photographs, it gives me a lot of happiness and calm. And apart from that, of course, we all learned how to handle pediatric cases very well. But what it also taught us was how to have fun while we are dealing with these sick patients, and how we can make them happy, and we can cheer them up, be it wearing colorful caps or just playing with the toys in the pre-op area. These are the things, these are the finesses that we had not learned in our post-graduation, even though we were handling pediatric cases. Small children, small things like by doing PACs, playing with toys, letting them play with toys, wearing colorful caps, having a smile on your face all the time. And these are the things that we learned over here, and that has come a long way from me. And even to this day, when I look at all the pictures, be it our lunch outings or Christmas celebration, like I said, they bring a lot of fond memories and happiness to me. And this would have been impossible without the department that we still do have. So I had one of my best time at Indira Gandhi, and I cherish forever. Thank you.
So I'll start calling I think senior most here has come, Dr. Anita. Come. Anita and Rupali were fellows at in 2008 or 9, 11. And again, they had a very so-called tough time and good time also. Good time. So why I would think it was tough for them was Dr. Deepak and Kiran, Prem and Jayalakshmi and Vinay joined as APs and very enthusiastic APs. So for everything they wanted to do lab, and they would do it in emergency time, post 4 o'clock. So they kept them on their toes all the time, and they had very busy duties as far as I remember. And yet her smile used to be like this on the next day also. Never, I thought I have never cribbed, never complained. Happily they would do those cases. Hopefully also learned a lot during those cases.
and very nice time we had with them. Uh, I thank ma'am for giving me this opportunity to share my experience. Actually, it was one of the wonderful times I had in Indira Gandhi. For so many years, even after joining Fortis, I would tell in my hospital, and Sita would tell, I thought you're in Fortis now. Please tell me Fortis. I tell, no, 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 no. That is my hometown. So I really cherish the memories what we had in Indira Gandhi, and I would have loved to continue in this place, let me tell you. And whenever I go to get the place, I always feel that, what I've learned here definitely helps me a lot. And now when I do a neonatal fiber optic or, in a 2-month-old child, when I put a cell line for which they have struggled for 12 hours, I really feel very happy. And thanks to all my teachers who are here. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I would now invite Dr. Anuradha, and you might be wondering why I am inviting her because she is actually senior fellow to Anu, so I completely forgot. So Anu was she was the second. So after Dr. Uma, she joined as a senior resident for a while, and once the fellowship opened up, she joined as a fellow, and it was a very happy time for us. With Anu, I have to share my experience with you. Let you tell me your experience. So the one lovely or funny episode which I remember with Anu is she was doing a test case, and the ECG went off. So I went to her OT to just ask her if she'll come for tea or something. I said, I saw the ECG, I put my hand under the drapes, Dr. Ramesh was operating. And I thought something which is like an electrode, I pulled it. And when I saw it, it didn't look like a ECG lead. And I asked her, Anu, edi dota? She's like, ma'am, I think it is umbilical cord. And we couldn't laugh and we couldn't do anything because Dr. Ramesh was in a very bad mood. He was doing colposcopic test, one of the initial tests which he was doing, and we both couldn't laugh. We just kept it. Then somebody came to relieve us for tea, and we both ran out. And after the drapes were opened later, like Dr. Anil, one of the fellows at that time, NCH, we told him it needed a stitch actually. I pulled it out so nicely. It was slightly bleeding, and we said, Anil, no, yeah, but by then Ramesh sir came back. Enaito, he said. Then we told him, sir, his dirty dialogue was, thank God your hand didn't go further. So it was something which we both even now remember and laugh about. And apart from that, she was the only fellow again. So till Shipra came as a resident, so she also worked really hard, and thankfully we could include her again as a permanent faculty in our department. So over to Anu.
Obviously, I'm part of the. I think a few of us here, Bhagya, me, Nandini, have had this unique opportunity of being both a student and a staff. So I think, I just take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the entire department and my teachers. Like ma'am told, I taught began with a phone call to Uma in June 2007. I just completed my MD, and I was wondering, Uma was also my senior in college, and I would actually call her firstborn of the institute because you can see the pride and Chandrika madam's eyes. The mere mention of Uma, and she'll be glee. I mean, she's like so happy. And like Amrita told, I don't know, someone told, she's been like a mom, so I think she deserves that, including Madhu Madam and so it was then that Uma laid the bait. She's like, come fast and join as an SR, and then you get a fellowship. You getting a fellowship is more easier. We continue to lay the bait, and the most recent person who's taken the bait, I think, is Sarah, who was with us as SR and has continued to work as a fellow. And the first 1.5 years was glorious as my fellowship and senior residency. It was a lot of fun, adventure, learning with all. It was Madhi madam and Chandrika madam and PMC sir were there. My memories with PMC sir was like, we were not doing obviously cochlear implant here. So he would come at 6:30 in the morning, and we had to go accompany sir, and he would take us to Sagar Hospital to see. back in 2007 to see copyright back then. And having PMC sir as a Saturday teacher, which became a tradition, which began in 2007. So that meant the previous night would definitely be doing like a burnout. You'll be studying the whole night, and then and I mean even the class, even now.
Even then you are not able to answer.
Yeah, exactly. And sir doesn't, I mean, sir would not raise a voice, no scolding. All he had to do was one reproachful look, and we were I think even now, it's the same. We have so much to learn from you, sir. And I think having you as a teacher, it probably drives the passion to do more, to do better. Thank you so much, sir. A few words. I just like to take this opportunity to speak a few words about my rest of my other colleagues. Uh, Chandrika madam, she's been an amazing teacher. She has set extremely high standards for all of us. Like, I don't know, I can't think of any HOD who for the past 22 years have not been there for that. But since the time I've come, she's the one who clocks between 9:15. And today I actually had to mention her, ma'am, please come a little late because I'm going to be late. So I don't think many people do that. She has set some really high standards. And I hope she can follow her. And I also think, like ma'am mentioned, the amount of equipment that we have in pediatric and CZ department is amazing. And we definitely should advertise ourselves, make ourselves more. And obviously, the work that we do is amazing, unlike any corporate hospital. Um, just very proud of our department. Madhvi madam, I have like extra special memories. She's like everybody mentioned, she's a fun person, very cool. And and she's one of the first teachers to let me do a lateral incubation. I don't know if you remember that. Yes. It was a huge hydrocephalus, and she's like, go ahead and do the lateral incubation. So, and she was very cool. And the fact that she's so cool gives me so much more confidence to do things. And I also remember, yeah, the first one is here, which is Dr. Uma is just right, yeah. Also, with Dr. Madhi madam, I also remember like one incident that I clearly remember is Madhi madam on many grounds is total opposite of Chandrika madam. But I think that is what makes her special. Like there was an incident where we needed an emergency incubation and there was a call sent from Nilhans. Vyas madam promptly asked Madhi madam to go. And that was the courage that she has and she instills in all of us as well. Thank you so much, ma'am. And Chandrika madam, I would say like if Vyas madam is the first one, she's obviously the second one who just nourishes both our soul and our stomachs as well. For me, I would honestly say if I have a tough ID access and difficult airway, all I have to do is tell Chandrika madam, ma'am, I have a case, please be around. And she's going to be there totally like a rock, steady, and that is obviously great for me as well as the patient, because touch wood, nothing has gone wrong so far. And having all these amazing people around, I think and pediatric anesthesia, like obviously all of you know it's challenging. We have managed to have less than 0.0001% mortality, and that's something really great. My junior student is the chairman of the department. Like, I have like terrible social skills, so more than 2 minutes, people will be like, okay, let's meet tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But I see that she can handle an audience for 2 hours and it still be spellbound listening to her. I don't know, she's a chairman basically. Apart from jokes, but she's a team player, and we are happy to. I mean, obviously, great to have her on our side. Shruti and Bhagya, yeah, Shruti is there. I don't know if Shruti, please stand up. Shruti also. Like I don't think all of you have met Shruti and yeah. Shruti is I have fondly nicknamed her as the Shrugal because only I mean I don't know who has the count of the number of terabytes of memory that she has stored in her brain. She's a phenomenal woman and she's extremely intelligent, very smart, and I'm very happy to have her as a colleague. Bhagya is probably outside. Sorry, Bhagya, stand up. Come on, Bhagya. Not many people know you, that's the only reason. With Bhagya, she's the junior most, but I think like the Kannada saying goes, Murti Chikkaditreno, Kirti Dadu, so apt for her because she's like the Lamba version of our body, I guess, of our department. She's highly dependable, she's smart, she's extremely creative, and I mean, there is not a day, we know if nothing works, Bhagya will be there in the center. As an entire department, I would say, yeah, I mean, if you've noticed, we're all in different the shades of the rainbow. So yes, we are all different, and our department we agree to disagree. But at the end of it, like if at all there's an emergency, you will notice that all the 7 colors mix and there's this white shining guiding light, which ensures that the department goes ahead and thank you so much. I love this part of it. I'm so proud to be a part of it. Thank you so much.
All the way from Davangere to do her fellowship, and now she's come all the way again from Davangere. So I think Madam would like to tell us. Actually, because she's my first child of our. I'm very, very attached to her. I'm very proud about her. Because working as an assistant professor in Davangere Medical College that time. And Dr. Harsha was doing DNB pediatric surgery here. Also a faculty in Davangere Medical College. So he wanted some safety for his children. So when we started the fellowship, he told me, definitely I'll get you the first candidate. I said yes. So Uma came with her husband to inquire about how's the fellowship and what facilities she will get, will she get an accommodation, all those things, because she had a kid that time. Even then, she left her child and came here, and she worked so sincerely. And now she's the proud professor in the medical college. She's teaching her own students about pediatric anesthesia. So what is there for a teacher to see the progress of their own students? So I'm very proud of her.
Thank you, Chavita. So, like Madam said, I was the first one. I came here, yeah, like Madam said, Harsha, the pediatric surgeon was the one who said, you go there, you go for 1 month observation. That is what he told me. You go for 1 or 1.5, 15 months, or 15 days or 1 month observation, you'll get a better exposure then. Then to my luck, or to my, I would say my kids' bad luck, the fellowship started that way. And I did not directly apply for the fellowship. I sent my husband with all the applications. He applied as a dummy on my behalf. Then I came for the interview. Just like that, I came. I never expected that I would get a seat, and I got selected also. And Madam said within 1 or 2 weeks you have to come and report. It was all of a sudden. Initially, I did not get the accommodation also for I think first 1 month or something. Then Madam saw to it that I get an accommodation here. And even in the hostel, I was the first one to occupy those rooms. I would probably say that. And then PNC sir till today, I'm very scared of him. I did my first PowerPoint presentation of seminar here in Indira Gandhi. Before that, we used to have this. Our seminars was to be in those OHP sheets. And PNC sir, as usual, very coolly said, "You present PowerPoint." I'm like, "Okay, sir." Then I had to take the help of these primary DNB students, pediatric students. I finally did those PPTs. I remember that my first seminar was immediately after Shivratri. The day of Shivratri afternoon, there was only one computer in the NICU. Our department did not have a computer also. And searching in the NICU computer, my PPT is lost. I don't know where I had saved it. I was literally in tears. Then the DNB pediatric PG, I remember she was Smita Pavle. She came and she's like, Akka, yellow hogalri, kadari, illa irutte. And she's asking me, what name have you saved it? I'm like, name? Oh, was I supposed to give a name to it? So that was how my fellowship journey started. And thanks to Lindsay sir, he was every time just for one candidate, he would come for the seminars and all that. So I was never allowed to be casual with my seminars. But the experience, the clinical experience I gained is amazing, amazing. I can say anybody who does fellowship here, they can do any sort of cases. One incident I would like to recall here, it was on Gaudi festival. I was on call duty and they called me for congenital lobar emphysema case. And I had not done a case before that. I'm trying Chandrika madam's number, she's not picking, she's busy in her puja. I'm like, what is to be done, what is to be done, what is to be done? I saw in the textbooks, nothing extra was given or nothing in detail was given. Finally, I did the case. Once the case was over, ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ನೀನು ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಿಂಗೊಂದು ಕೇಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ನೈಸ್. Madhu madam appeared all of a sudden. I had heard about her. She appeared all of a sudden. She had left Indira Gandhi, then she came. Her child and my child were of the same age, so the discussion was always one talk. The only difference was mine was a boy, hers was a girl. And Chandrakala madam, I joined the department. She left for her post graduation, but I still remember her delicacies. Nobody can forget. And I would also like to thank all the surgery colleagues. KRS sir, Ramesh sir, Narendra Babu sir, Gauri Shankar. The department only was this much. I think now it has grown a lot. And the three to four DMD postgraduates who were there, with whom I used to fight a lot.
It still continues.
I know, that's the bonding we have with the surgeons. Yes. And I'm happy to see some faces. Rachna is here. She was my postgraduate. In fact, Anu was my junior in Davangere. I wanted a company, so I made Anu join this department. Let me be frank. I wanted a company because there was nobody for me. At hostel I was alone, OT I was alone. So I was like, Anu, this is very good. You have come join. Luckily, she liked it actually, and she thinks I've done a favor to her. I was selfish in making her join this institution. This initiative, what the Indira people have taken to have this ceremony meet. I'm very thankful to all of you.
Thank you. Our next senior will come, and I think after that, the slide. Bhargavi come. Dr. Bhargavi was a fellow which year Bhargavi, now I'm not remembering my name. 12. So, Anita and Ashwin and Bhargavi. Okay. So Ashwin and Bhargavi were our fellows at that time. Again, Bhargavi is a lively, energetic fellow who not only did her work very seriously, she also did a lot of academics. So many publications she did. Even after leaving Indira Gandhi, she continued whatever she had collected the material and actually got published in reputed journals. And again, we have a very personal bond with Bhargavi. We still keep in touch with her, and she keeps in touch with us. And they are all these people whom we would have loved to continue forever and ever in our department, but unfortunately that couldn't happen. So Bhargavi, over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the kind introduction. I joined as a fellow in 2012. At first, I joined just for the experience because I had heard a lot about the department and I had done my DNB courses. So I had zero pediatric experience. So I wanted some experience in pediatric anesthesia as such. So I wanted to join Indira Gandhi, whether I get fellowship or not. I just wanted to join. So first I joined just as a senior resident. Then thankfully I got selected and I was at that time the only candidate. And after a few months, I think Ashwin also joined.
He joined late.
He joined late. But I must tell the confidence what I got after working here was amazing because after working in Fortis, being a typical corporate, as you have learned, after this, they give so much of confidence in doing it our own way. They'll not stand by you, they will be outside, but they will be observing what you are doing or not, whether you're doing it correct or not. And they teach you also. So handling such small kids, like I had never even in Fortis and not heard of all the cases that they do, that worm bolus and all that. I thought it's only for the textbooks, that's like a bygone era. But coming here and seeing all those cases, that small kids handling with so much care, post-op care was also amazing, even in the ICU. I got a fresh experience. 1 year, I think, was not enough. Actually, at that time, I'm very sad that I lost 2-3 months because the renovation started off for the new complex. So I lost 2-3 months of experience, which I feel very bad about. But really, after coming there, like how Madam said that after working there, you get the confidence to work anywhere. You can work in any setup. No case will scare you. And even all 24 hours, even if you're doing the case alone, I had not thought that I would do a pediatric, 1 month old or 2 day old, 3 day old child on my own. But ma'am is always there, at least to guide us on the phone, always 24/7. And not only career wise, I think that they have given me a lot of life experiences. One which I can recall was at that time I was very naive and I was very young. And I used to leave all the cooking to my mother-in-law. I never used to attend the kitchen at all. It's not my department. I was totally oblivious of what is happening. Then YSC madam and Chandrakala madam, of course, is the best chef. She was telling, no, no, you should not leave that to your mother-in-law. It is not good. You have to start cooking and you have to take in charge of the kitchen also. Studying is not the only thing. I think these are the life skills which I learned. Then after they said 2, 3 times, I'm like, okay, I think I should go enter the kitchen and start learning something. And of course, when I was here, was the time I conceived. So ma'am was very supportive and she's like, okay, don't use inhalational, it's fine. You put propofol infusion. I was like, why is he madam giving me this kind of liberty? Ma'am was being so supportive at that time. And of course, Madhvi madam, I remember when the OT was closed, we used to have karaoke jam sessions. That was like very nice, but of course I didn't do much clinical work because of that, but we had our own fun. And like madam said, after coming here, I think I had my first publication. I had no idea that it is so important in our careers. I think Anu ma'am was, she was the one, and even Madhvi ma'am and all, they were telling, no, no, it's very important, you have to do your publications. Even a case report is fine, whatever it is, get it published. So what I actually did 2 studies here. I mean, I had no idea that it was so important, but it helped me later, like when I moved on to get a job and to continue whatever my academics and all. Here was the way where I got the foundation. And PMC sir, I remember that sir used to take us same for the cochlear implants. And 6 o'clock I reached Sagar Hospital and everything was closed. I was like, no clue where to go there. There's not a security over there to ask where is the OT. And I was foolish enough to not ask sir, here OT, where am I supposed to go? Where is the OT complex? They're like, what to do? Then 6 o'clock, I was like, shall I call sir or not? Shall I call sir? It's 5:45. How do I call him? Then I made my effort and I called sir. And like, sir, where should I go? And Papa sir, I think he was still, I mean, he didn't like at least reprimand me. Why are you calling me at this hour? Sir guided me and also gave me the number of the OT person, the OT technician who was there. You call him, he will open the OT and he'll guide you. I was so thankful to sir. And of course, sir used to come for our classes only for us. And even I started doing my PowerPoint from here. And at the end of the slide is where you're like, oh, there will be some corrections now. What have I missed? And sir used to very encouraging me, tell, no, you should include this, you should include that. So that is when actually I thought lessons means you just read the textbook and you get done with it. And recent advances was something I didn't know. Sir was one who told, no, you have to go through the journals. You have to even add those points. You have to include all that in your presentation. So I'm very thankful to the entire department. Chandrakala ma'am, I remember Mangalore was the first time I had. That is so tasty. I still remember. So thank you all for the guidance, and it has given me a confidence as an anesthetist. I to handle very small kids, or even the geriatric, you use almost like you know what you're supposed to do, and you're confident in doing. Yes, what I'm doing is right, and this is what I have been taught. I can rely on what my teaching of my seniors, and it is cool too. So thank you very much, Madhvi ma'am, Chandrika ma'am, sir, Anu ma'am. Thank you.
We'll take a break in sharing of experiences. We still have so many of you here who would like to hear from. I would like to invite Dr. PNC to share his experience. Though we have all heard so much about sir, now let's see what he has to say about teaching in general and sir's experiences. Good afternoon.
It gives me great pleasure seeing and admiring seniors and students.